Well, we have a couple of school projects and updates to tell you about right now. One is a multi-million-dollar referendum to combine Antigo's elementary schools. Now the decision is up to the voters. News 9's Nick Robinson in Antigo with why the district officials say it's needed and how much of a bill it will be on taxpayers.
Voters have a lot of decisions to make this November, and here in Antigo, the school districts hope that they will vote to pass a $54 million referendum to build a new elementary school, an upgrade they say is desperately needed. All three of Antigo's elementary schools were built in the 60s, and district leaders say they're starting to become outdated. So they're asking people to vote yes so they can begin working on a new elementary school, which would be built just north of the high school. Superintendent Glenda Oginski says the current schools just aren't meeting their standards, one of the most important being safety.
If there were to be an incident at one of our elementary buildings, we don't have the ability to just press a button and lock down the school, meaning preventing access to all of our classrooms.
In terms of cost, she said that they could increase once construction begins. But due to the district's low property values, they're eligible to have the state pay for more than half, with the rest being covered by taxpayers.
Once you add on fees and interest, it would wind up being an overall cost of about $80 million. The state kicks in $49 million, and then it will cost our local taxpayers $31 million.
Jake Liederman is the district supervisor of building and grounds and says that the proposed referendum was a result of months.
We had 2 phases of task force to assess what the building's conditions were and what the possible needs were. The first one really focused on what the staff's opinions were. The second phase of a task force, which we hired an architect to come in and help us, Blue Design Group.
Another part of the referendum would involve the district office, which is currently off of South Door Street, being moved inside one of the school buildings. Liederman says the current building is outdated and costly. And if the referendum is passed, construction is set to begin next spring. In Antigo, Nick Robinson, News 9, WAOW.